Learning to slow down our rushed, anxious mind. If you are like most people, you probably rush through your day and all of the moments throughout the day. The problem is that we give ourselves a big to-do list while already being pulled in a lot of different directions with work, social media, and just our regular social circles, and family, making it difficult to not feel rushed and be able to devote quality time to the people and things we love most. It feels like we don't have enough time for anything. This is something I struggle with and why I wrote this, because I know I am not the only one. I often feel rushed no matter what it is that I am doing. The following example is one I often use because it is so ridiculously silly. There have been times when I have been running late for something and had to be in the car for about a half-hour drive to get there. I hadn't eaten yet, so I brought food to eat while I was driving. Because I was late and felt rushed, I felt like I had to eat quickly. So within the first 5 minutes of the half-hour drive, whatever I was eating was gone because I wolfed it down. My mind tricked me into believing that I didn't have enough time to eat because I was late. Yet I had a full 30 minutes to slowly eat my food. My adrenaline was pumping, so everything seemed like it was moving faster, or needed to move faster, than it really was. If this sounds at all like you, I bet you feel overwhelmed and exhausted. If so, I encourage you to look for opportunities each day to practice slowing down your mind. The old saying, "take time out to smell the roses," is something that we should all apply to our lives as often as we can. For example, when you see a sunrise or a sunset, stop and take notice for a few moments, or many moments. Get lost in the sky. The next time you get caught at a traffic light or stuck in traffic, be grateful that you are going slower. Embrace what it feels like to move more slowly. Instead of getting angry at the driver in front of you who was going below the speed limit, thank that person for helping you to slow down. Unless it is an emergency, don't answer every text message right away. Let time pass. If it is too hard to do at first, start by putting your phone in a different room. When you're watching a television program or listening to the radio and there are commercials, sit through the commercials without changing the station. Browse stores in the mall. Write someone a handwritten letter. Start journaling, perhaps. When shopping, look for the longest line and get in it. Make a home-cooked meal from a recipe book. And when you see a rose, stop and smell it. The phrase, "take time to slow down," could not be more literally spot on. It's okay if you don't get to everything you feel you need to do. Above are just a few examples of what we can do to train our racing mind to slow down. We have to practice more than most of us probably do. We have become prey to the fast-moving, instant message world in which we live. There are studies to show that stress, anxiety, and depression are on the rise because of the way that our lifestyle is these days, but we don't need the studies because most of us live it and we feel it every day. We are the walking, talking study. Along with practicing things like meditation, breathing exercises, exercise itself, etc., we should be practicing mindfulness-type behavior all day long using the things I mentioned and, of course, many other examples. The more we practice doing this, the more it becomes habit, and we don't have to think about it and purposely look for the opportunities to slow down. We simply slow down because it becomes our nature. And when we slow down, we begin to see all that we have been missing in our lives. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen. I hope it was helpful for you. To read and hear more of my blogs, please go to my website, which is tomseamancoaching.com. Along with blogs, there are videos, articles, podcasts, and links to other resources. You can also get a copy of my book, Diagnosis Dystonia, Navigating the Journey. It's also available on Amazon in both paperback and Kindle versions. Please also sign up for my free newsletter at tomseamancoaching.com. This way, all new blogs and updates will be delivered to your email. You can also sign up for a free life coaching consult. Thank you again, and please be well.